This is attorney Zhang-Louie checking in again. And today I want to go through how do you change your address on a pending application or petition with USCIS. So the first thing that you do is you can go to uscis.gov. Here's the address. Let me share my screen with you. So the first place is we would go to uscis.gov /address change. And they have a new process now where they would prefer that if you have a USCIS online account, it would be the best way is to go register for a USCIS account and do your change of address request there. So, but if you don't have a USCIS account or if you've previously filed by paper, you can also do it the old way, which is right now they hide this link. It's under related resources, and you go to online change of address. The online change of address. And then, so we're talking about over here, it's saying if you have filed your case and have an online USCIS account, you should update address there. But if you've previously submitted a paper case and your number begins with IOE, then you can create an account. But otherwise, you could also do it this way. So receipt numbers, we have as a sample redacted notices. Let's go over here. So for this one, we have, this is a receipt number that would normally be here, but of course we've redacted it for our clients. So that's where you would check if it was IOE. And let's say that, you don't have a USCIS account, you don't really want to create one right now, and your number does not begin with IOE, and you have an adjustment of status pending, which is this, which means you likely will also have, or your attorney should have filed the travel permit and the work permit for you at the same time. So we would check yes here. Okay. Your form number is the type of form number. So for an I-485 sample that I just showed you, we would select I-485 form subtype. Let's say it was based on, if the initial petition was an I-130, then it's usually a family-based adjustment. If the original petition was an I-140, then it would be an employment-based adjustment application. Even if you are the family member of someone who had filed the I-140, it would still be an employment-based adjustment application. And then the receipt number, it was redacted in that sample that I had just showed you right there. And for the I-131, the receipt number would be right there. And for the I-765, your receipt number would be right there. And then the zip code used when filed, that would be your initial zip code. So for this one, we do the I-485, and then we also have, once that's complete, let's see, C00000. It knows it's not an accurate one. Anyway, if this was a valid receipt number, it would then we would enter the valid zip code here, and then this would open up to allow us to select I-131 and I-765, and we'd be able to enter the subsequent, related receipt number and the same zip codes here. And then you go into the applicant or petitioner information. In the case of an I-130, that's when the petitioner's name, that's why it's applicable here. But in the case of an I-485, it's always the applicant because it's the applicant application for green card. So that's how you know it's an applicant. So you would fill out their name exactly like it appears on the receipt letter, date of birth, and the A number, which you will find right over here if they have it. In this case, they did not put an A number there, but it would be right there. Then the old address and the new address. would be over here. Mailing address. If it's different, sometimes they choose to mail it to the attorney's address. You can put the mailing address here. It'll pop up and you can put the new address here if you wish. It's not letting me pass by. Sample suite. Westford. Okay. Usually it pops up to make sure that it's correct. And then an email address for the confirmation. And if it's filed by your attorney, then your attorney would enter the information. But if it's yourself, you would just do applicant or petition or petitioner and put in your information there. And then the security check. And by selecting this, true and correct, submit it. And at the end of the day, you'll get a confirmation with a confirmation number. And it should be updated within 30 days. But make sure you keep that confirmation number as documentation that you did file for the address change, so that if USCIS sent mail to a different address, you can come back and say, look, USCIS, I did file the change of address as instructed for the future. Okay, and that's that. If you like that, please subscribe for future. We have weekly videos and or consultation. You'll have opportunities to schedule a consultation if needed that follow this video. Thanks.